To my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video, so if you like what you hear today, feel free to subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you gotta do. Just support the channel. As we all know, Flavor of Love is one of the most iconic reality TV shows, and because of that, I have decided to rank the ladies of season 1 in order from 1 to 14. Now, the criteria that I used to judge these ladies was who did the best job. When I say the best job, I mean the best job of lying and being able to look at Flav in the face and act like they really wanted him. In other words, who played the game correctly, who brought the most entertainment to us, who left a lasting imprint on us. And yeah, if you don't make it to the top, you're at the bottom. So let's get started. At number 14, we have Apples. So I have Apples at number 1 is because she said this dumb shit over here.
The other women, I wasn't sure how ghetto some people might be.
Interesting. I think we all know who she's talking about. Like, would she really, in a house full of white ladies, let's say this was The Bachelorette, would she really have said that? Okay, and that's why she's number 14. Her head was really like shaped like an apple on her body, but I digress. That's another topic for another day. And at number 13, as I mentioned, I just put a couple of ladies in the same number because we didn't get to know them quick enough.
Not important.
But at number 13, I have Georgia, Dimples, Cherry, Shells, Picasso, Bubbles, and Smokey. They all left on either episode 1 or episode 2. Out of everybody on this list, from what we did see, Cherry was the most direct and the one who tried to get Flav's attention. Not that it really worked because this happened.
Way better than half those chicks that he kept here, and I just am so upset.
They'll send her home. But out of everybody on the list, she was the best, honestly, for who was putting the most effort on the first episode. Smokey over here was really aloof.
My offbeatness, is that a word? Offbeatness?
Bubbles didn't talk really at all. Same with Georgia. Picasso sounded like she was medicated and she needed to be in somebody's inpatient program.
I'm Mr. Flavor. I painted this. I'm a painter. Flav sort of reminds me of my dad because they're both like clowns. And Flav has gold teeth. So is my dad. Yeah.
So that is number 13. In at number 12, we have Miss Latin. I could have put her in the 13 slot as well, but the reason I put her on number 12 is really just because she made it past episode 2. But the reason she's at number 12 is because she did not play the game correctly. This girl, like, they just get into the house and this girl's already calling her ex-boyfriend, who, by the way, she broke up with a week ago. Why are you here? Girl, go home. Go home and cry, eat some ice cream, watch The Notebook. Like, why are you here? But anyway, she was in the house. She was calling her boyfriend, which was later exposed, and you could tell that she had no interest, like especially physically, towards Flav. You know, some ladies are a little better playing it up and pretending that they're so attracted to him. She tried and she failed, which is why she's at number 12. At number 11, we have Rain. And as a black woman, I really hate referring to other black women as aggressive or angry, but I mean, when that's how they show up, and like, how else am I supposed to describe them? You know what I mean? So yes, Rain I have at number 11 because she was really aggressive and really intense for like everything.
It will be a fight to the end. I will not give up. I will not go away. I'm here to stay.
Not even when she was like in confrontations with people, just like when she was in her confessional speaking. She also gives a little bit of tick tick boom.
She don't know nothing about Flav. She can't. Yeah.
For instance, in the second episode, that infamous scene where she's fighting with New York, and you guys, the argument actually all stemmed because New York didn't want to talk.
Demon! She's in my bloodstream. She's in it. And I need her out. We all need her out.
New York wasn't really like talkative with a lot of the girls in the house, and that bothered a lot of them. She was just really intense, and it never would have worked. Number 10. At number 10, I have Peaches. The reason I put her at number 10, I know you guys think she would be lower, is because for the 3 episodes that we saw her, she was super happy-go-lucky when I saw her. She participated in the challenge. In the 3rd episode, they had to go to the seniors' home.
Right in my lap. Yeah. I'm a hippie, and we have done every massage that you can imagine,
But yeah, Peaches looked really happy-go-lucky, and I think she played the game for the time that she was here. When she was sent home, she was really affected. Like, she had this to say about Flav.
It's so sad. He blew me away. He's one of those people that's truly connected, and I know that he's speaking from a higher power, and he says so many inspirational things, and he's got such a heart.
All right, girl, whatever you say. And that's why Peaches is at number 10. In at number 9, I have Sirius. Honestly, guys, I really have nothing to say about Sirius. She didn't really do anything, and I had nowhere else to place her. She was a pretty girl. I mean, she was a model. In at number 8, I have Red Oyster. Red Oyster really didn't make a lasting impression. She kind of acted as a spy at some point in the series, letting Flav know what was going on in the house with the girls. I don't know, he found this to be endearing, I guess. He thought she was really having his best interests at heart, but she was just trying to get rid of the competition. In at number 7, we have Hottie. Hottie, girl, it was never gonna be her. But the reason I have Hottie at number 7 is because she was entertaining.
I'd like you to look deeply into the light. Yes, to look up at the light right over there.
She's one of the only ladies that all of us can probably recall her name without having to rack our brains. Between the cash register blinks and the huge tits and the crunchy wigs, she was low-key a reality TV icon. And I mean, I guess when you're like up against someone like a New York, like, you're overlooked, but like just in general in the Flavor of Love universe, I feel like she was one of the most memorable characters, and for that she is at number 7. At number 6, I have Sweetie. Okay, I just want to reiterate that none of these ladies were here for Flav. The reason I have her here is because she tried. She really tried. First of all, I noticed throughout the series and the episodes that she was there that, and I feel like a couple of girls did this, just giggle, smile and giggle your way through a conversation with Flav. She played the game. She acted like she really wanted to be there. At the old folks home episode in episode 3, that scene where New York was terrified to help that older woman put in her dentures. Sweetie stepped in and she helped the lady.
I love like elderly people and children, so I was like, I'm in that house.
Flav seemed really impressed by that. Then of course there was the infamous episode where all of the ladies were asked to cook a whole chicken and then present it to Flav's mom. Now in this episode, and this is mainly why I ranked her at number 6.
5 years old, I was at my grandparents' house. They own a big, huge farm, and one of the roosters chose to pet me. He took 2 big fat chunks of meat out of my leg, and he marked me for life.
And she really tried for this challenge, and mind you, I don't even think they had gloves for them to cook with. Like, these ladies were all cooking with their hands, and if you are a cook, you know that chicken is probably like the grossest meat to handle. It's just something about it, the slime and bleh. But anyways, despite her traumatic experience, she still went ahead and she cooked a dish and was able to present something to Flav's mom.
Tastes good.
As opposed to Hottie, who presented this. But the reason I have her at number 6 is because honestly, that speech that she gave at the end of her episode where she was eliminated, she read Flav down. And I don't really think he could say anything. He was still trying to be like, your time is up, G. But like, she just ate you up.
Are you kidding me? Freaking cooked a chicken for you today, and I can't even stand chicken, and everybody knows that I was crying my ass off. Someone else makes a joke of it and presents it in front of your mother, and you think I'm not feeling you? I stay up late at night waiting for my date, and I'm not feeling you? People are images and reflections of yourself, so maybe you're not feeling yourself.
To the point where Goldie even agreed.
That's true. This is a situation.
And you just know that, you know, like producers and editors and whoever, they always hold on to the people who create the most drama in a TV show. So I believe that was the sole reason they held on to Hottie, because there's no reason that between Sweetie and Hottie in that episode, Sweetie was sent home. And I agree with that speech tenfold. In at number 5, we have Goldie. Honestly, Goldie was another just like neutral choice. Like, she was always laughing, which I said, I honestly believe that's one of the tenets of like earning your way to like Flav's heart, is just giggle and laughing and rub his leg, rub his arm. Anyways, Goldie is here because she was just jovial, always laughing in the house. She was always friendly. She didn't get into any arguments with anybody. She kept it cool, very safe. Goldie at number 5. And at number 4, I have Smiley. And I have Smiley here because she was a sweetheart. She was able to use that sweetheartedness to her advantage, and she played a really good game. Like, when I was looking at her talking to Flav, I never once got from her, even though this is definitely what it was for her and for all the ladies, I never got from her that, oh yeah, I'm just using you to come to LA and I just want to be famous. And that very well may have been her reasoning, but she never gave that off, which goes hand in hand with my criteria, like who had the ability to look Flav in the eye and really convince him that they were there for him. I feel like Smiley did a really good job. And also, she was always pretty vulnerable and genuine. I thought she was a sweetheart. It's unfortunate because she was super meek. She had a really meek personality, and the ladies treated her like a fish in water, and they were sharks, just vultures with her, because she was such a sweetheart, right? And this was not only in Flavor of Love, but in Charm School. I feel like I hated the way they treated her growing up. Even when I still look back at it, I'm like, why are you guys so mean? Like, be mean to the people who are mean. Like, that's how you know, like, somebody's a bully, bothering, like, the weak person, or the person they perceive to be weak, or the person who's physically smaller than them. So yeah, I put Smiley at number 4 because she seemed like a sweetheart. Hope she's doing well today. And the worst thing that she really ever did on this season was, like, still be hung up on her ex husband. Okay. And Flav had a bunch of baby mamas. Like, what's the difference? And that is why Smiley is at number 4. At number 3, and this pained me to say this, but then my sister talked some sense into me, and I put Pumpkin at number 3, you guys. The reason I put Pumpkin at number 3 was because she was super direct. She played the game well. She, as I said, she was direct. She would go up to Flav and kiss him and hug on him and sit on him. She didn't really wait for him to come to her, which you really need in this house, because being passive really gets you nowhere except sent home. Yeah, she made it seem like she was interested in him. She lasted to the second last episode. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, I don't like Pumpkin. Do many of us like Pumpkin? Most of the times when I think of Pumpkin, I think about what New York said about her stank-ass breath.
That bitch breath stinks all in my hair. Oh my goodness.
Listen.
Her breath smelled like straight up. It smelled like a toilet full of nasty ass.
And that shit lives in my mind. Moving along. Number 2, we have Hoops. Obby. Yes, so I've put Hoops at number 2 because she won the season. She stayed out of drama the whole entire season. But yeah, she was direct. She stayed focused. She didn't get into arguments, which meant she didn't let the ladies distract her from what she was there to do, which was to run Flav's pockets. I mean, to fall in love. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like she did a good job of being direct, but not too overly aggressive, but she wasn't too passive, and she didn't let herself fade to the back. And that is why Hoops is number 2. And the one, the only, you guys already knew who was going to be number 1. New York Pollard, the mother babe, HBSC.
Even I have going on is totally different from what I have going on with these girls in the house.
Like, do I really need to, like, talk about why she's number 1? New York was super entertaining.
I'm going back.
Alright, baby.
She left a lasting impression on us. When we think of Flavor of Love, we don't even, like, always think of Flav. We literally think of New York. She went on to go on season 2 of the show. She had her spin-off show, her own dating show. I think she even was on Real Chance of Love. Yeah, she was just everywhere at the time. It was such a fucking time to be alive. Like, take me back to the early 2000s. But yeah, New York was obviously entertaining as fuck. And it's hilarious because when I was younger, I used to think, I mean, I still like enjoyed her like as a viewer, but I also thought like as a child watching the show, I was like, oh my god, she's such a bully. She's so mean to people. You guys, now that I watch the show as an adult, she's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. She actually would do the smallest things and the ladies would be up in arms ready to crash out. As I mentioned earlier, one of the biggest things that she like got into it with people in this season was the fact that she wasn't like interactive with the other women, like, which I understand, like, that bitch over there in the corner is like miserable, but like also, why are you guys arguing and like starting fights because New York doesn't want to talk to you? I would just like find myself with the girls in the house who seem to have sense. Yeah, New York never let anybody throw her off her kilter. She was crafty, which gave us a lot of entertaining moments. And she was really just that bitch. And hence her #1 spot. If you enjoyed this video here today, you could just leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. You probably won't want to subscribe because it's my first video and you don't know what is given and what is hidden for yet. But I would appreciate a like or a comment. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. I'll probably be back for video #2 on season 2 of Flavor of Love. And that season was actually 10 times more interesting. So that list will be even better. Anyways, you guys take care and have a good day. Bye.